Hi, it's Mr. Leatherwood, and I want to review order of operations with you today. Now, oftentimes we'll get a number sentence. Let's say, here I'll just make one. 7 times 3 plus 4 divided by 2. And if we didn't have order of operations, there would be multiple answers for this because you can do different steps in different times. For example, if I wanted to, I could say, well, I want to do 4 divided by 2 first and get 2. And then I want to do 7 times 3, which is 21, plus 2, which would be 23. Or maybe someone would say, well, no, I want to do it a different way. I want to do maybe 3 plus 4 is 7, and 7 times 7 is 49, and divided by 2, give me some funky number. What is that? Oh, 24 and a half. So without order of operations, technically both of these would be correct. But in order for everyone to be able to get the same answer for a number sentence, we've created this order of operations. And it gives us a set of procedures, or a order of which that we solve number sentences, so everyone, no matter what, will get the same answer. There's really no mathematical reasoning other than we needed to establish a way in order to do these so everyone would get the same answer at the end. So let's look at what order of operations should be, or what the order is. The first one is parentheses. So if you have any parentheses in your problem, that's the first thing that you want to address. After parentheses, you have exponents. And exponents, for just a refresher, exponents are like 3 to the third. And what this tells us, what this 3 right here is going to tell us, is that we have 3 threes. So I would write 3, 3, and 3, and we're going to multiply all those together. For instance, 3 to the fourth tells us that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 threes, and we would multiply all of those. What it does not mean is 3 times 4. That is bad. Okay? So the exponent just tells us how many we're going to take and multiply together. So this is a little refresher on exponents. After you finish doing your parentheses and finishing your exponents, then we move on to multiply or divide. So I say or because the way we're going to do this is we're going to do first come, first serve. So I'm going to write that down. First come, first serve. And what that means is if we have one, let's say we do, I don't know, 3 times 2 minus 4 divided by 2. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to go left to right. So I'm going to look what comes first going left to right. So let's see. I see 3 times 2 minus 4 divided by 2. So I'm either going to multiply or divide. Well, I see 3 times 2 is the first thing I come to, so I'm going to do 6. Then I'm going to go to divide. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then my final answer would end up being 4. So I'm going to multiply or divide. Likewise, let's go ahead. Here, let me get rid of this real quick. So let's say we had 4 divided by 2 plus 6 times 4. I'm going to go left to right. So I'm going to hit 4 divided by 2 first, bring everything else down, and then I'm going to multiply. Bring everything else down, and I end up getting 26. So multiply or divide, whichever comes first, from going left to right, just like we would read it. And then our last one, once we finish all the multiplication and all the division, we're going to do addition or subtraction. And this works the exact same way. We're going to do left to right. Again, it's going to be first come, first serve. And that's left to right. So for instance, if I had 8 minus 4 divided by 12 minus, I don't know, 8 or whatever, plus 4. Okay, so I'm going to go left to right, and whatever comes first, that's what I'm going to address first. So just because it says add first, it can be add, addition, or subtraction. So in this case, I would do the 8 times 4 first. Then the division would already be done, actually. I'm going to come over here and do the subtraction, and then at the very end, I would do the addition. So I'm just reading left to right in order to figure out what to do. So let's try one, and then I'll show you how to solve it. So let's try this one. Why don't you go ahead and try it, pause the video, and then I'll show you how to do it. So go ahead and pause the video, try it on your own, and then I'll show you how to do it, and then restart the video. Alright, so let's see. So the first thing I have to do is parentheses. So I'm going to do my parentheses first. 7 plus 3 is 10. And then here's my trick. I'm going to bring everything else straight down. Okay. I don't have any exponents, so I get to skip that step, and I'm going to go straight to multiplying or dividing. So multiplication or division, I'm going to go left to right. So the first thing that I see is this 10 times 4. So 10 times 4 is 40. And then everything else is just going to come straight down. Okay. I see, as I go left to right again, I see some more division. 40 divided by 2 is 20. And then I'm going to bring everything else down. By the end of this, I should see an upside down triangle. Alright. I skipped 20 minus 5 because that's on our last step. I got to go over here and do this multiplication. 5 times 6 is 30. And then everything else is going to come straight down. And then I have 20 minus 30 is my last thing. And that is my final step. So I'm looking for my last step, adding or subtracting. And so 20 minus 30 is going to give me my negative 10. Okay, so I went all through those steps. We did parentheses first. We didn't have exponents, so we skipped that. Go to multiply or divide, and then the very last one was add or subtract. Hopefully you got negative 10 on yours. So practice this. Just have your parents create some random number sentences for you and give you a chance to practice this, and we'll also practice it in class.